there are so many WWE superstars that we want to bring back, but what are they is the question. I'm going to be naming my top favorite superstars that really could come back at like anytime, like the Royal Rumble, for instance. Anything is unpredictable at the Royal Rumble. You don't know who's going to come back, and I want some factions to come back too, to like reunite. And I really want ECW to return too, rather than having that new NXT shit and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna be naming off some random things. It's not gonna be in order, but I just want to be naming off. WWE really needs to buy out TNA. That's the first thing they gotta do. Buy out TNA before they return any other superstar, because TNA has released half of the rosters. They're pretty much going bankrupt right now. TNA Impact. So if they buy out TNA, they'll have like Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, shit, even Hulk Hogan, the legendary Matt, and Mick Foley. You'll have like so many good characters, like Mr. Anderson, who used to be called Mr. Kennedy. You'll even have Ric Flair in the building. But you'll have like so many good characters that probably has never gotten a shot at the WWE, like Samoa Joe, for instance, and even AJ Styles. Those two guys would be a big shot for the WWE industry. And I think that WWE still needs to return. It'd be nice if they can bring back the Nexus, the Shield, Evolution, well, even DX, for instance. But I couldn't take DX serious enough as much as Evolution. Evolution, in my opinion, was better. And when they fought the Shield, I was just like, oh man, how is the Shield going to beat Evolution? Because they got Batista, Randy Orton, and Triple H. And during that time, they are the Authority. So they're like, oh my gosh, they were pretty OP. And eventually Batista left, which he needs to come back. Come on, screw your acting job at Guardians of the Galaxy bullshit. So I think he just needs to come back and do some wrestling. Yeah. So also Seth Rollins, right? Come on, get over being the face of the WWE and just come back to being a member of the Shield. Plus, we need a new member of the Shield, because I wouldn't that be tight if there were 4 members of the Shield? And I think the guy who says "Believe" would make a good member. What's his name? Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas would definitely make a good member of the Shield, because he's all about believe. So if you'd be like, believe in the Shield, that would be awesome. And he would go up against his brother Bray Wyatt. Then they can have their rematch, and it'd be even now because Bray Wyatt got Eric Rowan back, and they got another dude. So now they got 4 members, so it'd be a 4-on-4 match. And that would be so awesome. Oh my gosh. They need to bring back Evan Bourne. They need to bring back, well, they can't really bring back Rey Mysterio. He keeps hurting himself. Even though they can bring back Rey Mysterio, but I don't want him to be like, showing off because he might hurt himself. Just be there to inspire the Mexican luchadors that are there, like Sin Cara. Well, where is Carlito? Like, they got Primo and Epico there, who are now the Los Matadores, but we really need Carlito, because Carlito is hilarious at it. He's like, I spit in the face for people who don't want to be good. He got like a big ass afro, just walking around like he don't give a fuck like about his hairstyle, and that was funny. Oh man. Let's see what other guys there's also a lot of good like superstars that had a lot of potential in them that died, like Umaga and Eddie Guerrero, and even not Christian Cage, Lance Cade. Well, I don't think Lance Cade would have. I think he would have gotten a contract release, because Lance Cade, Trevor Murdoch they weren't really like that well on the mic, because basically WWE is mostly like, if you do well on the mic, you're gonna last longer in the business. Look at Lord Tensai. Where is he? Yeah. So there's just so many superstars that are, that really like needs to do more better on the mic. Like Roman Reigns, for instance, he's my favorite superstar right now. And I think he's trying to improve. Like, he kind of needs some improvement mic skills. Like, eventually he'll be like, because he's like the new The Rock right now, because he's Samoan. Like, Who doesn't want a Samoan superstar? Those guys are like the most powerful badasses in the world. Like, geez. I'm not talking about Somalia. I'm talking about the island of Samoa. Um, I know a lot of Samoans, man, and those guys are just, jeez. Like, yeah, these guys are just badass. I mean, the tribal tattoos, it's everything. That's why nobody can. Oh my gosh, where's Rikishi? Like, Rikishi needs to come back. Scotty 2 Hotty and Grandmaster Sexay, which is Jerry the King Lawler's son, also needs to come back. There's just so many good characters. Like, where's the Spirit Squad? Remember Johnny, Mikey, Midge, Nick, Kenny? I was just like, yeah, they all need to come back too. And then they reunite with Dolph Ziggler, because Dolph Ziggler was a member of the Spirit Squad, if you didn't know that. So, and the Nexus, we really need to bring back the Nexus. Those guys were crazy. Like, you're either the Nexus or against us. I'm talking about the old Nexus, not the new Nexus. I almost said forget the whore. Forget the core, because I didn't really like the core as a faction. I didn't like it when there was just new Nexus and old Nexus. Like, I mean, CM Punk was cool when he was in the Nexus, but he kind of like ruined the ego of it. He made things change. But I just like the old Nexus. Like, even when they had Daniel Bryan in it, when they had the 8 members in it, they were unstoppable. I swear. They had, let's see, Darren Young. They even had the Wyatt family. Like, geez, well, no, they didn't. They didn't have Husky Harris at that time. But it was all of Season 1 NXT, basically. You have all the Season 1 NXT superstars going on a riot. And now that these guys are, like, more experienced, and if they come back together, they are really almost unstoppable. Like, who's going to beat them? Not even the Wyatt family would defeat these guys, because there's 8 of them. That would be like 2 guys on 1. But yeah, that would be awesome. There's just, like, so many good. Now that the Dudleys are back, they need to bring back the Hardys. The Hardy Boys. They can bring back Edge, but he has a medical condition, meaning he can't wrestle. He has something wrong with his vertebrae disc. If he, like, you know, does a spear, he will hurt himself. Like, he might die. Like, that's how bad it is. He can't wrestle. Then there's Brock Lesnar. Like, this guy legitimately made the business legit. Like, that's why you gotta keep Brock Lesnar in the business, even if he's being an asshole in the business. Like, you just gotta keep him here. This guy's just, like, he has so much potential. I want him to be, like, a WWE champion for a while, and I want someone that, like, it'd be cool if someone bad can face him. I don't know. But now that you got Rusev Alexander, where is Vladimir Kozlov? Because that would be a good match between each other. Even though I think Rusev Alexander is more, like, you know, crazy. That'd be a good fight. Bulgarian versus the Moscow Russian. And there's just so many great potential WWE superstars. Like, where the hell are they? I mean, they got Undertaker back, Kane's back, Big Show's been in for a long time, and I mean, you have John Cena, but they need to bring back The Rock. Hip hip, smell what The Rock is cooking. Bring back all the Attitude Era superstars, and the Ruthless Aggression Era superstars, the Golden Era. Just bring back everybody, man. Like, come on, have like a Royal Rumble for once that you can just fit in, like, everybody from, like just all the legends. Have a 100-man Royal Rumble. That'd be so tight. Like, that would take up the whole, like, just, like, I mean, this is the Royal Rumble. I don't want any other matches to be on the Royal Rumble besides the 30, like, you know, usually there's a 30-man over the top rope, or the 40-man, which they have for once, and the Nexus, oh my gosh, their plan, the new Nexus plan was, oh my gosh, it was crazy, like, how they made it towards the end, until John Cena came in. But yeah, there is Mick Foley, who's also in TNA, and the ECW originals they're on TNA, but they need to come back. But there's so many great potential superstars that needs to return. I'm the Boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you. Bobby Lashley, oh my gosh, man, like, whoa, where are they? Like, that's all I wanted to talk about. Drop me a like if you haven't subscribed. This is JJD Uchiha, and have a great day.